And welcome back here to the Mayo Clinic Health System Event Center for this matchup between the Bemidji State Beavers and the Minnesota State University Mavericks. Give you the starting lineups here for both teams, starting with the Beavers. Starting at left wing, we have number 29, Reese Hunt. At center, 26, Claire DeGeorge. At the right wing, number 18, Paige Beebe. At defense, number 5, Abby De La Rosa. Other defense, number 2, Mac Lange. And starting in goal for the Beavers, we have Kiergan Dowie. And for the Mavericks, starting at left wing will be number 12, Kennedy Bobick. At center, number 19, Britton Fleming. At right wing, number 17, Brooke Bryant. At the left defense, number 26, Tristan Truax. At the right defense, number 8, Charlotte Akravic. And starting in goal for the Mavericks today is number 37, Lauren Barbaro. And here we are, off and starting. Beavers with the face-off win. Battle here in the neutral zone. Akravic back with it now for the Mavericks. Moves it over to Truax. Truax up to Fleming. Tipped by DeGeorge. That shot's blocked there by the Beavers. On a shot from Fleming. Beavers with it now. De La Rosa. Looks like Fleming was trying to find Bobick out front there and just couldn't quite get it through. Fleming with it here. 2 Beaver defenders on her. They end up taking the puck away. That was moved up to BB, who then has that poked away. Hunt throws it in to the Maverick zone, and Akovic tries to play it over to Truax, but just a little miscommunication there. Truax here with it now. She moves it up to Jamie Nelson. Jamie Nelson throws it deep into the Beaver zone. Beavers with it here now. Mosier coming up the ice. Wilgren picks it up behind the net for the Mavericks. Condis now with it. She moves it up there to Sydney Langseth. Langseth moving up. Makes a nice move around Beaver forward there. Condis shot. Looks like that might have hit Budarak. Might have hit the Beavers player, actually. Tries to drop it back for Maverick player, but Langseth, I believe, was getting off the ice there. Stumped into the Maverick zone. Picked up here by Myers for the Beavers. Nugent with it. She moves it up to the point there to Ecker. Gardner now with it here for the Mavericks. She moves it up to Oakers. Oakers moves in. Tries to get it out front, but no one home there, so Beavers come the other way here with Nugent. Nugent throws it into the Maverick zone. It's picked up there on the other side by Smith. Left for Nugent, has that taken away. Gardner with it here now. Tries to get it to Oakers, but defense collapse here. Lange for the Beavers. Battle here along the sideboards. DeGeorge with Howard down there defending for the Mavericks. Let's move to the middle. Shot wide there by Lange. A lot of offensive zone time here for the Beavers early on in this game. Hunt shot saved there by Barbaro. Here comes King now for the Mavericks, moving across. Shot wide of the net there. England with it here for the Mavericks. Akravic sends it cross ice. Akravic picks it up here in the Maverick zone. Starts the head up ice here now. Can get in the Beaver zone. She does. Sends it deep. That's played back behind the net there by Dowie. Battle here. And looks like we'll have an offsides here on the Beavers. So
finally a whistle.
Yeah.
4 minutes and 15 seconds there, Brent, into the opening frame, and we finally get our first whistle. It's an offside. It takes place there. One shot on goal as going through this filling out process you typically see at the start of any hockey game. But one thing I noticed there was Britton Fleming continuing to play really well for Minnesota State. Right off the opening faceoff, was able to win that faceoff and get the Mavericks some offensive zone time, and she's continuing to play really well. The probably best stretch of the season for the senior captain for the Mavericks.
Yeah, that was about most of the zone time they had was off that first face-off, so good way for her to set that up. And as we see, she's out here now, so we'll see if the Mavericks can continue that with her out there. Beavers with it now. Moving up the ice. Bolin throws it into the Maverick zone here. Picked up by Truax. Truax makes a little move. Has it knocked away, but picks it right back up in the Maverick zone. Skates to the Beaver zone. Shot. Blocker save there off a good shot by Bryant from just inside the blue line. Wilgren picks it up here for the Mavericks. George right on her. Langseth with it. She moves it back to Wilgren and moves it up to Nelson, who has that taken away by Langy. Down low here for BB. She has that taken away by Budarak. Tries to get that to Langseth, but just couldn't quite see it in her skates. Good interception here by Budarak. Moving into the zone and couldn't quite connect there with Jamie Nelson. Hunt the other way now for the Beavers. Hunt with it. Moves it over, and what a save there by Barbaro onto George. A great save there by Barbaro, as a good pass out in front to George, but she's stonewalled there by Barbaro.
Yep, good push going left to right, got that right pad on it. Of course, DeGeorge isn't used to being denied from that part of the rink, but a good save by Lauren Barbaro here to keep this a 0-0 game here early in the opening period.
Yeah, as you can see there, just a great save by Barbaro.
A little scrambly on the rebound. She was able to initially control the rebound, but I got a little scrambly there near at the end, and the defenseman came in to help her out a little bit.
Face off here in the Beaver zone. Beavers control the puck. That's sent across ice. And that'll be a shot on net, I believe.
It gets a little tricky there, Brett, with the goaltenders on the, you put the paddle down on the ice. On a stick glove, you put your knuckles down first. The trick is to flatten out your handle a little bit, because if you go like this, there's a gap between the handle and the paddle, so you got to be careful on that. It sneaks underneath your blocker.
Make sure, that you're don't let one accidentally in right under the stick.
Season's greetings, by the way. Happy holidays.
Yeah, you as well.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, time has flown by so far.
We're done with the first semester here at Minnesota State.
Yep.
And doesn't mean that the student athletes aren't quite done yet, but classes are over until January, correct?
Yeah, January. I think I don't even know when.
It's like the 17th.
Return, I think. Yeah, I think it's like the 18th or something like that. Shot wide there by Oakers. I think it's a little later this year than it usually is. Nelson throws it in there.
By the way, yesterday at the end of the game when I was discussing how the points would be divided up. Here's a
Bobick shot saved there by Dowie on a point blank opportunity there for Bobick. Truax shot, that'll be blocked there by the Beavers.
So close by Bobick there. Nice save, blocker save by Kerrigan Dowie.
Fleming with it. Moves it up here to Bryant. Bryant moving in, that's blocked. Truex with it. The nice little toe drag again. Similar to kind of what she did yesterday. Truex moves it over here to Nelson. Nelson shot. Oh, and just over the net there.
Another save by Dowie.
Yeah.
Of course, Minnesota State is a similar situation yesterday. Minnesota State actually had 75 shot attempts yesterday's game.
Yeah, a lot of those attempts did end up being blocked, as there was at least 22 through the first 2 periods. So there's another block shot there on a Nelson shot. Wilgren with it. Moves it to the point. That's Buderek here with it now. Moves it down low to Jamie Nelson. Moves it to Wilgren. Who then tries to throw it back, and that's out to Condis. Throws it down into the Beaver zone. It's moved in here by the Beavers. BB chasing after it. Wemple on it for the Mavericks. George now battling with it with Howard. Beavers throw it in here to the Mavericks zone. That's picked up by Wemple. Beavers moving back with it and neutral ice. Beavers really like that D-to-D pass there in the neutral zone. Started to notice here a little more this game. Dumped in there by De La Rosa. Moved up boards. Lang G shot. Barbaro save. And here comes King here for the Mavericks. Good opportunity there by King, driving to the net, but that's knocked away there by Dowie. Truex shot just wide on the glove side there of Dowie. Mavericks moving up here with numbers. Truex shot, and that's blocked out front, and can't quite find the puck here, and Dowie finally gets it covered. Good opportunity there for the Mavericks as Truex makes a move and gets into the scoring zone, but another shot right off the shin pads of Bemidji State. So
it's the 107th career game played today for Tristan Truex. 26 career points, 16 goals and 10 assists. But you can see her early in the season, and she's really looking a lot more confident, I think, in the offensive zone. She's not afraid to go down deep, and sometimes you'll find the senior defenseman behind the opposing team goal line trying to make plays.
Battle down here low in the Beaver zone. Akervik with it. She moves it to Truex. Truex shot. Save there by Dowie. Finally got shot through there. Score is still 0-0 with Mavericks leading in shots on goal 5-4 here in the first period. Pretty even game so far, as we saw the Beavers dominate a little bit of the time on attack here in the first half, and now Mavericks kind of bringing it back with their own length of time on attack here. George moving up with it here. Taken away there by Bobick. Moves it up. Worth here for the Beavers. Shot blocked there by Akervik. Akervik moves it up to Bobick, who just chips it into the Beaver zone. BB with it. Throws it up to DeGeorge and then back to BB. So BB throws it into the Beaver zone here as it's picked up by Wilgren for the Mavericks. Moves it over to Nelson. Nelson has that taken away from her. Moving back to George. Shot wide there, and can't tell if that was on net there. Nugent with the opportunity there for the Beavers. Langseth moves it up to Buderek here. Tries to get it over to Nelson, and that hit the skate of a Beaver defender. That's thrown deep here into the Maverick zone. Sent up the wall, trying to get Jamie Nelson, and that will result in an icing here on the Mavericks.
Only one other women's hockey game going on today. At the moment, Merrimack and Yukon playing at the University of Connecticut. There's another game later on tonight, Maine and Providence. So 3 games in women's college hockey this afternoon. A number of men's games, including one here at the Mayo Clinic Health System Event Center, scheduled for 7:37 start. Minnesota State hosting Bemidji State, as luck would have it, in a non-conference game.
So that's a non-conference game.
It is a non-conference game.
Okay.
Yep.
Beavers with it here now. Worth moves it up to DeGeorge. DeGeorge coming into the Maverick zone. Tried to get a pass there, I believe, to Hunt up in front. Just couldn't quite connect as hits Maverick defender's skate. Glenchin with it here now for the Mavericks. Her shot looks like that may have been on net, might have been just a little wide there, but played by Dowie. Here come the Beavers with it, moving into the Maverick zone. Beavers trolling the puck here in the Maverick zone. Wempo moving up here for the Mavericks. Passes that to King, who chips it into the Beaver zone and hustles after it. King with it now here for the Mavericks. Trying to get a pass, but makes a good move, and she's taking it out on the play, and we'll have our first penalty of the game here coming on the Beavers for a tripping, I believe that will be.
Boy, great shift by Kelsey King. Great shift by she forced that
penalty.
Yep. In the offensive zone, and then fought to regain control of the puck and did, and actually set up that penalty, as you mentioned. So the Mavericks will go on a power play, the first one of the game for either team here at the 14:23 mark of the opening period.
And it looks like they will give her a holding penalty. So I believe that is number 7, Abby Ecker, there in the box for the Beavers. So we'll see the Mavericks power play here, first power play of the game here. Let's move to Condis at the point. Shot just wide there. The production line out here for the Mavericks. Langseth moves it up to Condis. Condis, Wilgren, shot, save there by Dowie. Good shot from the wall there by Wilgren.
Not necessarily the best angle to take a shot, but Wilgren, who is a left-handed shot playing on the off wing, was able to one-time that.
Yep.
And again, anytime you can force an offensive zone face-off, Mavericks with a minute 33 left in this power play will take that.
It's one there by the Beavers. Tried to clear it, just couldn't quite get all of that one, so it stays in here. Picked up by Jamie Nelson. Wilgren with it. Wilgren moving in. Langseth, shot on net, save there by Dowie. Nelson, shot, goal by Jamie Nelson from that right dot. So the Mavericks will take the 1-0 lead here over the Beavers as they capitalize on the power play opportunity.
Good job by the Mavericks working their power play. Nelson scores again. Second goal in 2 games, and of course now leads the team with 4 goals on the season. The power play goal coming at 15-16. But you look at the Mavericks working the the power play here. Great job by the Mavericks to control the puck during the course, and not much of a chance there.
Yeah, looks
got
like
a piece of it.
Yeah, looks like it might have just went right under that blocker arm of Dowie there. So it sounds like Wilgren will get the lone assist here on the Nelson goal. That puts the Mavericks up 1-0 with about 4:20 remaining left in this first period. Just a good power play there by the Mavericks.
It was.
Generated just a lot of opportunities, a lot of shots, and and a good block there by Bobick. Fleming here with it.
Second time this year, Minnesota State has scored the first goal of the game. Mavericks won that game earlier this year.
Well, seems to be a good sign.
I'm not saying. Just saying.
Faceoff coming up here just right outside the Mavericks zone.
It was that 4-2 win at St. Cloud State back in November 28th.
Beavers throw it in the Maverick zone. That's picked up here by Wemple. Gardner moves it up to Oakers.
Nelson with the first goal in that game as well.
Really?
Yeah. FYI.
So you're not saying,
FYI.
you're just saying.
If you like those sort of things. It's a 4-2 win for the Mavericks. Of course, Nelson had 2 goals in that game.
Beavers with it here now. Beavers moving up the ice. That puck is sent to the Maverick defense. Ellen Nelson with it here. Langseth moving into the Beavers zone. Throws on the brakes. Buderek picks it up here along the sideboards. Wilgren with it. Thrown in deep here by Jamie Nelson. Shot on net there by Wilgren. Now Beavers coming the other way with it. That pass is intercepted there by DeGeorge off a Wilgren pass. Battle down low here in the Maverick zone. Looks like that might have just went over the net. I believe that was tipped by DeGeorge out front, and I think it just trickled right over the top of the net as this is moved back here in the Beaver zone, picked up by Campa. George with it now. Moves it back to Campa. It's thrown on net there by Ecker. Stopped by Barbaro, covered for a whistle, as there's about 1:20 remaining here in the first period with the Mavericks up 1-0. Face-off coming up here in the Maverick zone.
At some point, we'll get our cameras to take a shot of the Maverick bench. Maybe they've done it already and we missed it, but as they show cutouts now. But our coaching staff looking pretty festive
Festive
tonight.
again.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a pretty neat suit jacket Harrington's wearing there.
Yes.
So
And Sherry,
I think you might have to get one of those.
I like that, yeah. Be great for the broadcast.
Yeah. Beavers with it here now. Kept in there by Worth. Shot just wide of the net. That's thrown over. Lange shot gloved there by Barbaro. So we'll have another face-off coming up here in the Maverick zone.
Well, Barbaro making her third career start. Of course, we talked about her against the University of Minnesota.
Yeah, she played really well that series.
She did. The freshman from Loudonville, New York, a product of Shattuck St. Mary's.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think the numbers justify about as well as she actually played those two games against the Gophers. So
yeah, for sure.
Definitely tough competition for your first 2 starts ever. So that's kept in there by Jamie Nelson. Kahn just picks it up on the other side. DeGeorge with it here now for the Beavers as they have an opportunity, and that is taken away there. As that pass looks like it was either tipped or just too far out of the reach there for BB from DeGeorge. So, and that will be the end of the first period here, as the score is 1-0 Minnesota State Mavericks over the Bemidji State Beavers, with the shots being 10-5 in favor of the Mavericks. As we saw, Jamie Nelson from Anna Wilgren was that first goal of the game on the power play after we had a holding call on the Beavers.
Yeah, pretty good opening period for the Mavericks. Brent, the Mavericks leading 1 to nothing on that goal. There it was, Jamie Nelson.
And welcome back here to the Mayo Clinic Health System Event Center for this matchup between the Mavericks and the Beavers. The Mavericks currently lead the Beavers 1-0 in the scoring column, while also leading in shots on goal 10-5. Pretty good period there for the Mavericks. Besides the first couple minutes or so, but other than that, pretty much was a lot of the Mavericks, as we'll see here, the goal scored by Jamie Nelson on the power play. As you saw that Anna Wilgren had the lone assist there, and here's another highlight of a great save by Barbara coming across the crease to stuff Claire DeGeorge. So,
yeah, a couple things there. Minnesota State, 25 shot attempts. If we talked about that earlier. 25. If you extrapolate over the course of 3 periods, that's 75 potential shot attempts, just like they had yesterday. So the Mavericks come out of the gate playing a little bit like they did yesterday, and of course, converting on that power play opportunity. The one that Jamie Nelson continues to stay hot for the Mavericks. The freshman forward leads Minnesota State with 4 goals on the season. The last time she scored the first goal in the game, the Mavericks won. They beat St. Cloud State back in November 4-2, and she had a 3-point game in that one. And we're through the first 20 minutes here, Brent, in Minnesota State on the strength of Jamie Nelson's 4th goal of the season, a power play marker at 15-16, leading Bemidji State 1-0.
Yeah, just a great game so far here, and Mavericks just looking to tie up the series, as I guess you could say tie up the series, since
could win the series if they win this game outright.
Yep.
And Barbaro making her second career start, looks pretty solid in net, obviously.
Yeah, she looks.
Yep. You got to keep your eye on DeGeorge, because she's ever dangerous, the senior center.
As we've seen, that first line just in general can be dangerous, as we saw.
Mentioned yesterday that DeGeorge averages a point a game against Minnesota State over the course of her career, and of course, as goaltender, you have to be aware every time she's on the ice, and that's where we are right now with DeGeorge facing off against Britton Fleming. Another good period by Britton Fleming, by the way, the senior center for Minnesota State, here matched up with DeGeorge here at the start of the second period.
Yeah, and we tend to see a lot of DeGeorge out there, it seems like. So it seems like the Beavers like to roll that top line almost every other. So we will be seeing a lot of them, and face-off coming up here.
I know you like those block shot totals, Brent. So Bemidji State with 6 block shots in that first period. Minnesota State with 4.
Yeah, so not as lopsided as it was yesterday.
Nope.
So Beavers with it here now. Bryant to Fleming. Beavers with it here now. Hunt for the Beavers. Hunt with it now. Throws it on net. Saved by Barbaro. Another save by Barbaro. As that one, I think, caught her off guard a little bit. I'm not quite sure if she could see the puck or
It
not.
snuck through a couple pairs of skates to make it all the way to the net.
Here comes Bryant for the Mavericks. Trying to get it to Bobbitt, couldn't quite get it. As I believe that was Bebe there to defend. Tampa with it, moves it up here. That shot wide of the net. Shot there by Mosier.
Mosier's shot might have gone off a stick.
Yep. Good move here by Myers, I believe. And there's a goal there on a backdoor pass.
Boy, that was a pretty good pass.
Yeah, I believe it was Featherstone, yep, that had the pass to Mosier. So Beavers tied up here early in the second period on a nice pass there by Featherstone and an unattended Mosier on the back door. So
1:29 of the second period. Mosier from Featherstone. Find Mosier with that pass. Found Featherstone. All she had to do was put her stick out and, the puck went into the net on Barbaro's glove side. Not much of a chance there, Brent.
yeah, she was unattended all alone back there. I don't even know if Barbaro saw her. So Beavers tie it up here at 1, and Mavericks now coming into the Beaver zone. Shot there by Condis, blocked out front. To George here for the Beavers. Goes it to the middle there for Beebe. Langseth throws it cross ice to Jamie Nelson. Jamie Nelson coming up with it. Goes around one Beaver defender and tries to go back to where she came from, and that's a kick save there by Dowie. And a play out front and a good save by Barbaro on a point-blank shot there.
Forsberg, the freshman from Devils Lake, North Dakota, with the shot from the slot. Good job by Barbaro to get, I think it went off her paddle, I think.
Howard with it here for the Mavericks. Shot that's blocked out front. Let's move to Wemple here. Up to Oakers. Shot, save there by Dowie. Face off coming up here in the Beaver zone.
So this game signifies the end of the pre-Christmas schedule for Minnesota State. Mavericks, of course, will pick up action in the new year. First action in the new year will be January 2nd and 3rd with a couple of home games against the University of Wisconsin.
Here come the Beavers coming up with it now into the Maverick zone. Featherstone tries to get that across to Myers. That was like a hit off someone's skate there. Glenchen throws it down into the Beaver zone. Shot. Rocket there by Ackerman from the red line. As we mentioned before, she's got a great shot and just shows it off there by getting it down into the Beaver zone. Let's put it over to Featherstone on the boards here. Wilgren picks it up here in the Maverick zone. Moves it up to Nelson. Nelson coming up, bringing it into the Beaver zone. She moves across ice to Budarak. Budarak, shot blocked there by Kampa. Langseth with it. Nelson tries to get that back there to Condis, just couldn't quite get it. Hunt moving in here for the Beavers. Shot, that's blocked by Wilgren off of BB's shot. Burak with it here for the Mavericks. Burak throws it deep into the Beaver zone. Played there by Dowie. Campo moving up with it here now. That was thrown into the Maverick zone, gloved by Wemple. Ellen Nelson battling low. Fleming picks it up here for the Mavericks. Bryant throws it cross ice to Bobbick. Couldn't quite beat Eckert to that puck after it bounces off that sidewall, so Beavers with control now, trying to get it out of the zone here with 4 Mavericks on that one side over there. That's dumped into the zone here. Fleming with it for the Mavericks. She throws it off the sideboards. Bryant tries to hustle over there, couldn't quite get it, but here comes Bryant now with it. She throws it down into the Beaver zone. It's a good play there by Gardner. Gets it to Oakers. Oakers shot. Saved by Dowie. Just couldn't quite get it fully covered there.
Handcuffed her a little bit, Brett.
Yeah,
It was, it was on the stick side and a little bit below her shoulder.
Yep.
Had trouble controlling the rebound.
Bakervik picks it up here. King now moving in with it. King shot, block there. Truax is taking down on the play and have a penalty coming up here on the Beavers. And that shot will cause play to stop, as we will have a hooking here on Hunt. So Hunt will go to the box to make this the second Mavericks power play of the game, as they did score on their first one. So, and we have that same line out there that scored the goal earlier. So we'll see if they can capitalize again on this power play opportunity. Budarak and DeGeorge for the face-off. Won by DeGeorge there. Sent down the ice by the Beavers. George with good hustle there to keep it in the Maverick zone, and a couple shots here for the Beavers. One block, one wide. Seth with it here for the Mavericks. Throws it down into the Beaver zone. Condis, fake shot. Moves it to Nelson. Tries to get to Budarak. Couldn't quite get it to her. But Langseth picks it up here. Wilgren down to Nelson. Nelson moving in. Shot. Saved by Dowie. Budarak picks up the rebound. Shot. Saved there by Dowie again on Langseth. As Mavericks have a couple of good opportunities there in the first half of that power play. So a minute 2 remaining in this Maverick power play, as we'll get a new set of power play here. For
saw that Coach Harrington was sporting the Christmas suit. Looks really sharp. By the way, I was just curious about Reese Hunt. Her name sounds familiar to me. Her brother is a forward with Arizona Coyotes.
Okay.
Kid that played Major Junior. They're from British Columbia. Reese, product of the Okanagan Hockey Academy.
Wow.
Nelson, British Columbia native. Hockey is like that, where it seems like a lot of
names or
yeah.
related. Yep. Yeah, it seems to run in the family a lot, especially with.
Well, Kennedy Bobbick, her dad.
Yep.
Was a player at the University of North Dakota, Brent Bobbick, and I think we've had several kids with either fathers or uncles or brothers who have played pro hockey, both on the men's and women's side.
Shot there by Akravic, that powerful shot she's showing off there. Truax moving up here. Hunt coming in out of the box, and that's a great save by Barbaro, and that's a block there by Campa on Campa. I believe that was by Fleming as Barbaro was laying on the ice there, so a good block to keep that puck out, and goal there by Beebe as she takes a one-timer in the slot there. Not exactly sure who passed it. It might have been DeGeorge. We'll see here on the replay.
Well, the Beavers kill off that penalty and then go right to work. Beebe.
That was Hunt.
Yep, takes the pass from Hunt at the, just at the top of the, in between the circles. Not much of a chance. She could really shoot the puck, and all of a sudden now it's 2-1, the Bemidji State lead.
Yep, about halfway through this second period.
Boy, you think Bemidji State rather have the wind in their sails right now after that, that PK, and then right away getting
with the
some
goal.
momentum.
Yep. And we're seeing it here with the momentum switch as the Beavers are controlling the puck here in the Maverick zone.
Campa with her second assist of the game on that goal by Beebe.
Here comes Nelson here for the Mavericks. Shot just wide. Budarak shot, and that, I'm not sure if that was a save or not. I couldn't quite tell from this angle if it went off the net or not. Hunt with it here for the Beavers. England moves it up here to Meshuga. Meshuga moving in. Beavers coming up here with it now. Shot that's blocked there by Wilgren. And that's another block there. Beavers send it in here into the Maverick zone, picked up by Wilgren. She moves it back to Condis. Condis moving up here. Has that knocked away by Myers. Wilgren picks it back up. And that's I believe that'll be a shot on net unless it was just wide there and gloved out to the side. Fleming moving with it. Moves it over to Bobek. Bobek shot wide of the net there. Truax with it now. She moves it over to Wemple with the shot. Just wide of the net. Fleming battling low with a couple Beavers here. Bobek joining in. It's out to center ice, and Truax picks it up. Beavers with it here now, chipping it up the ice. That's knocked away by Wemple as Fleming picks it up, moves it back to Truax, moves it to Bryant, tips it into the Beaver zone here. As the Mavericks look to get a change, and that'll be on net there off that left pad of Barbaro. Akravic with it, moves it cross ice to Okers. She moves it up to King. King with a good opportunity here, and couldn't quite get all the way towards the net, but I believe she got a shot on net there, and Gardner with it. I believe she was looking for Okers there and couldn't quite get it. Couldn't quite get it to her. It's a save there by Dowie on Condis. Beavers with it here now. We got to the point. Condis tries to get a shot. That's blocked there by DeGeorge. Nelson coming in here now. And a good move, and just couldn't quite put that one home, as looks like that might have just went off the post. Or
yeah, did a great job of getting Dowie to move across, and then
there's a goal right there by Budarak. I don't think Dowie ever saw that, as she didn't move a single inch there. So Mavericks tied up here with a goal by Budarak.
So Budarak,
we'll see here on the replay.
First goal of the year. Knots it all up here at the 14:08 mark.
Yeah, she just came around, and
there was a lot of standing in front of the net.
Yeah, a lot of traffic there, and yep. You see there that Dowie, she never saw that puck, so.
No, high on the stick side.
Yep. So the Mavericks tied up here with 5:48 remaining in the second period. Mavericks coming up here again. Gardner with Okers. Okers with it now. She moves it over to Gardner. Oh, and I believe we'll have a penalty on Gardner here for a cross check, it looks like.
So officially Budarak from Howard and Nelson. Lindsay Howard, the sophomore defenseman from Savage, Minnesota, played high school hockey at Burnsville, picks up her first career point. Mavericks have to go back to work on the PK here as the Bemidji State goes on the power play.
Not a better time to pick up your first career point on a game-tying assist here.
Yep.
Beavers with it now. Hunt controlling it with Bobbitt right on her. Moved in here into the Maverick zone. Bobbitt sends it down the ice there into the Beaver zone, so that'll be played by Dowie as the Mavericks look to get a switch here to get fresh legs out there. DeGeorge coming up here for the Beavers. Moves it to Campa up top. Moves it over to Hunt on that side wall. Campa looking to get a shot. That was wide. Hunt with a good toe drag there around Jamie Nelson. Played back behind the net by Dowie. Just under a minute left here remaining on this Beaver power play. Haven't had too many opportunities so far. And a little miscommunication there by the Beavers, so Fleming gets the opportunity to grab that and keep it down into the Beaver zone, and almost had a chance for a breakaway there.
$18-9 shots on goal now, favoring the Mavericks.
Beavers moving into the Maverick zone here. Not a lot of shots here for the Beavers in this second period, but they do have 2 goals, so they're capitalizing on their opportunities, and Mavericks are now full strength as the penalty expires, and score will stay the same, 2-2 here in the second period. Truax with a good move there. Fleming tries to get it in. That's just knocked away there. Wemple moves it over to Bryant. Bryant throws it into the Beaver zone. That'll be played there by Langy. She skates up the ice here. And here comes an opportunity for the Mavericks, a 2-on-0, Budarak and King. And good back check there by the Beavers, and a couple players go crashing into the net. So, and I think they just called that a goal. I thought I might have just saw.
Did you? I missed the signal. They're going to look at it. I think they'll look at it. I can't see the puck on that. Oh, just
I thought
the puck's underneath the crossbar right there, I think.
Yeah, it looked like the Mavericks were celebrating, so.
So that was
Not exactly sure what.
Budarak and King on the 2-on-0.
Yep. So we'll see, try to see here a little more. King throws it towards the net. And Dowie's knocked in. And that's dislodged right there. I don't.
Tough to see the puck. The referee might have had a better view, but obviously we should have had a better view at ice level, you would think. You know,
Yeah, and it kind of depends on what the actual call on the ice was.
Well, if you saw the referee signal goal, then the call on the ice is a goal.
Yeah.
You have to find definitive evidence that it wasn't a goal by looking at the replay. I'm not sure that the angle that we saw, if it's the same one that the referees see, but I don't think you can tell from that replay.
Yeah, and I couldn't. It looked like the Mavericks started celebrating, so I'm not exactly sure. And
it's in her arm.
I don't.
It's right on the side.
You could see it kind of got. I feel like it got knocked loose too.
The referee.
Maybe not.
Blows the whistle.
I guess we'll see here.
There is 2:40 left to go in the second period. There's, by the way, a good look at the sport coat that Sherry Vogt Dickerman is wearing on the right.
No goal.
So the score remains 2-2.
Yeah, it was hard to see the puck and where it exactly was, and
Good.
all right, so we'll have a face-off coming up here in the Beaver zone to the left of Dowie. Budarak, face-off one. Nelson, good move there. Shot blocked out front by Kampa. It's played here by BB. Budarak now with it. Punt, moves it to DeGeorge. DeGeorge coming in. Shot blocked there by Wilgren.
Did you watch the defensive pairings and when that George line is out there? I'm pretty sure Coach Harrington and his staff try to get Anna Wilgren and Jessica Condis out there as much as they can against that number 1 unit for Bemidji State.
Yeah, it for sure seems that way. It seems like they're pretty much matched up with them most of the time, and kind of same thing along with this forward line with Nelson, Langseth, and Budarak kind of.
There's been other times where it's been Britton Fleming's line out there as well against DeGeorge, Hunt, and Beebe.
Bobick with it here. Moving in. Drops it back to the point. Akravic shot just over the net there. Bobick moves it down low to Fleming. Moves it back to Bryant behind the net. Who moves it back over to Fleming up to the point here. Ellen Nelson shot. That's just wide. Battle here. A couple changes of possession. Bobick battling with Featherstone there. DeGeorge moves it. Shot by Mosier over there and just wide of the net. ING with it now. Ellen Nelson with it here. An opportunity here for the Beavers late in the period, as that's a goal there by the Beavers. I believe that was Myers who scored that one with 16 seconds remaining here in the second period to take the late second period lead, 3-2 over the Mavericks. As the Beavers here just...
So Myers just elevated the puck. She found the loose puck there at the side of net, was able to elevate over the shoulder of Lauren Barbaro, and unfortunately for the Mavericks here, right before the end of the second period, Bemidji State takes a 3-2 lead.
Beavers looking to get another late goal here, and shot that was, I believe that went off Barbaro there, as DeGeorge was looking to go in that short side top corner. So Beavers now lead the Mavericks 3-2 with that late goal there by Myers, as Mavericks do lead shots on goal 18-10. So a lot of scoring that period, kind of compared to that first period, as it was 1-0 after the first, and now 3-2 Beavers. So we'll be back here shortly for the third period and final action for this series of the weekend between the Beavers and the Mavericks. So we will be back shortly. And welcome back to the Mayo Clinic Health System Event Center for this matchup between the Bemidji State Beavers and the Minnesota State University Mavericks, as the score here is 3-2 in favor of Bemidji, as they scored that late goal with about 16 seconds remaining in that second period to take the lead. So shots on goal are 18 for the Mavericks, 10 for the Beavers. So pretty high scoring period there, as we saw 4 goals compared to 1 in the first. As we'll see the replay.
Yep, first goal, Mosier takes that pass from Featherstone and beat Minnesota State netminder Barbaro on the glove side.
And then shortly right after that, then we had that BB goal there.
He takes the pass, and all of a sudden it's a 2-1 Bemidji State lead. Mavericks had owned a 1-0 lead going into that period.
Yep, I see this goal where Buderak shot it from kind of top of the circle area, and
the first goal of the year.
Past Dowie, who never saw it, and then here's the goal with about 16 seconds left, where Myers just lifts it right over the blocker side of Barbaro. So
getting tight like that, the key was elevating the puck. That's exactly what she did, and got the puck over the stick side shoulder of Lauren Barbaro. Fortunately, so it's a 3-2 Bemidji State lead. Imagine the coaching staff won't be happy with a 1-0 or the 1-goal deficit here heading into the third period. The Mavericks actually outshot Bemidji State in that period 9-6, but come out on the short end of the goal scoring in that period, unfortunately. And it's 3-2 now in favor of the Beavers heading into the final 20 minutes of action. How much credence do you put in scoring a goal right before the end of a period and that carrying over momentum-wise into the next period, Brent?
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely makes a difference going in with, I mean, that does generate a decent amount of momentum, scoring that goal, and kind of gives you that, that kind of gives you more of an energy boost scoring so close to the end of the second period, or just the end of the period in general. So I think the Mavericks just got to come out flying here and kind of take that momentum away.
You're only down by a goal.
Yep.
You got 20 minutes to get away, so you got to get that first one to tie it up and then see what happens after that, I guess.
And we'll have a puck drop here in about 10 seconds, so looks like we'll have the Bobbick, Fleming, and Bryant line matched up with top line here for the Beavers with BB, George, and Hunt. And those top pair defense for both both teams here. As we see the puck back into the Maverick zone, and Mavericks coming in here. Have that taken away. Here comes DeGeorge with BB back on Wilgren, and tried to have a little creative play there, which almost worked. Just hit off a skate there.
We had the kid that I would want back to mark DeGeorge in that play was Anna Wilgren, just able to get her stick in there to disrupt the flow of the puck a little bit there as DeGeorge tried to go to the center of the ice.
And looks like we'll have a holding here on Kennedy Bobick. So Bemidji will go to the power play here for the second time tonight.
Beavers 0 for 1 in terms of power play. The Mavericks 1 for 2 on the power play in this game.
Yep. And we'll see the penalty here.
Huh. Interesting call.
Yeah.
Don't want to get fined by anybody. I don't want to get fined by anybody, so I'm not going to say anything.
And puck squirts out of the zone there, and Beavers pick it back up here in the neutral ice. Wemple looks like got her stick caught there in the sideboards and caused her not to be able to get that puck out. So Beavers with control here in the Maverick zone. Shot from the sideboards, blocked there by Truex. Another shot saved there by Barbaro. As Worth gets 2 shots there. 1 blocked, 1 on net. So about 30 seconds have gone by in the power play here for the Beavers as they line up for the face-off to the right of Barbaro. Face-off one here by the Beavers. And tries to just, I believe, flip that just right over Barbaro and couldn't quite exactly get it up. So let's see here as Beavers move into the Maverick zone. That's moved down low there to DeGeorge. Moves it here to Myers. Myers coming around the other side of the net with it. Moves it up to Hunt. And Hunt with it now. Saved by Barbaro there. Looks like that might have been offsides, but face-off coming up here in the Maverick zone. To the left of Barbaro with about 50 seconds remaining in the power play here for the Beavers.
Last time this happened when where Bobick was in, I think it was Bobick who was in the penalty box. She came right out and had a really good scoring chance.
Yeah, yep. Seen that a couple of times here by kind of both teams, as we saw when Hunt came out of the box with the Beavers. She had a good chance and then did end up getting an assist right after. So Wilgren keeps that out of the zone here for the Mavericks. Nugent with it for the Beavers. She looks like she was trying to send that cross ice, couldn't quite get it. Here comes Langseth here for the Mavericks. Moving up the ice. Hold it against the boards here and try to kill a little bit of time on that penalty as there's only 5 seconds remaining. And the Mavericks will be full strength now with Bobick coming out of the box and getting right into the play. Mavericks come out of that with the puck as there's a big kind of pile up there on near the Maverick bench. Fleming keeps it in. Bobick tried to get it back to Fleming, couldn't quite connect there, and looks like Bryant got a stick on that, but still comes up here to Smith. Smith's shot, that was wide. Bobick trying to move it to Fleming, couldn't quite connect there. Here come the Mavericks now with it. Bryant for the Mavericks. She drops it back to Fleming. Fleming with a shot. That's blocked there. Out front, a good opportunity by the Mavericks. Blocked by Lane G shot and covered there by Dowie.
You know, I thought the Mavericks blocked a lot of shots. But I think Bemidji State might block more shots than Minnesota State.
Yeah.
Through
I thought
two periods.
12-9.
12-9 is what it was.
Yep.
Favor of Bemidji State.
Yep.
Of course, if the Mavericks had taken more shots, it would make sense that the opposing team would have more block shots, right? I'm not the smartest guy
I think
in the world.
just both teams in general block a lot of shots here, as we've seen. Hunt with it now for the Beavers. It's picked up behind the net there by Truax. Pressured by DeGeorge, and Gardner comes and picks it up, and here she comes again here through center ice. She leaves it there for Oakers. Oakers throws it down low, back to Gardner. King over here with it now for the Mavericks. Wilgren gets it back into the Beaver zone, and Beavers pick it up here with coming into the zone here with Bolin. Bolin tries to center it there and couldn't quite get it as there was a Maverick stick in the way. Wilgren with it. Moves up here to Galenchin. Her shot just wide. No icing here, as it'll be waved off as Mosier wins the race to that puck. Condis moving with it now here. She moves it back to Wilgren, who gives it back to Condis. Glenson picks it up. Tries to get it over there to England. Couldn't quite connect. Condis picks it up here in the Maverick zone as it was shot in by Beaver forward. Meshuga with it. Chips it past Worth, and battle here in the Beaver zone. Budarak picks it up for the Mavericks. Nelson shot off the post. Howard shot. That was blocked. It eventually got through, and a couple good opportunities there for the Mavericks as Nelson goes off the post and Howard comes in with another shot, and that puck's out front, and Dowie couldn't quite see that one either. So Mavericks with a good couple opportunities here. Ellen Nelson shot that was blocked. Battle here along the boards. Now Nelson chasing after it, and that's picked up there by Ellen Nelson. Ellen Nelson carrying it in, and she'll draw a penalty there with a good effort, and you see a slashing call here on BB, it looks like.
The fans are going crazy. The stands, the Mavericks go
Yeah,
on
you
the
can
power
hear
play.
them.
Yep.
Wild.
6:53.
So
Mavericks
this
go
will
on
be
the power play.
Yep, their third power play of the game.
A couple of whacks.
Yeah, a couple slash there a couple of times. Face off won by Fleming. Truax with it now. She moves it up to Wilgren. Moves it back down to Fleming. Up to Wilgren. Wilgren fakes a shot. Goal there by Wilgren. Great shot there. It looks like it might have tipped off someone up front. Looks like it may have taken a different angle, but ends up in the back of the net, and the Mavericks tie it up here as they are now 2 for 3 on the power play and have really capitalized on those opportunities here.
Yep. Well, we've seen Wilgren can score from distance. The the defenseman, the captain of the Mavericks there,
Yeah.
rifles his shot. If it didn't go off,
I think it might have hit off Smith's stick right away, because you saw Dowie slide left, and then puck ended up in the upper right.
You could be right, but I think it's also possible she was trying to position herself so she could see the puck.
Yep, that's also very true. Shot there, gloved by Dowie. Also, it looks like they're giving it to King. Looks like she tipped it out front. So
well, you did see King react.
Yeah,
and you couldn't see the video, but her stick, the blade of her stick, was sort of out of camera range there, and the puck did go past her.
Yeah.
She like you said, looked like it might have been tipped.
Save there on a Wemple shot from the point.
So King with her second goal of the year, knots it up now.
Yep.
7:06 the time of that goal for Minnesota State. The Mavericks, as you said, 2 for 3 in terms of power play opportunities here in this game against the Beavers. Britton Fleming with the second assist on that play. So Wilgren with a couple of assists. Fleming continued to stay hot, producing offensively for the Mavericks.
As she's had a great game, here she is now, bringing it into the Beavers zone as she throws it in and battles after it with Brian as well down there. Throws it back down to Bryant. To Bobick, shot. I believe that was on the side of the net, but covered by Dowie there. As we have about 12 minutes remaining here.
We do have a men's game here on Flow Hockey after this game is over. 7:37 Central Standard Time, Minnesota State, 5th-ranked Mavericks taking on Bemidji State. Non-conference game. You're wondering about the non-conference deal.
Yeah,
Well, as you know, the conference schedule doesn't really start until after Christmas. And
the
way it works in the men's situation, they're scheduled to play each opponent twice. And obviously, actually, Minnesota State was scheduled to play an additional 4 non-conference games against Bemidji State. On the men's side,
because they had gotten postponed earlier in the season.
Yep.
Those were non-conference as well.
Yep.
So do they plan to just make up that one game for that one series?
No, this series here this weekend will be games number 3 and 4.
4, okay.
No, 2 and 3, I should say. I'm sorry.
Okay.
2 and 3, and so they just won't make that one up.
That one up, okay.
Yep. They also missed a series against Northern Michigan. They originally were supposed to play 8 non-conference games, and we get these 2 games in, one tonight and one tomorrow. On the men's side, we'll get 5 of the 8 non-conference games in here before Christmas. Yep. Mavericks also announced today an additional 4 games on the men's side with a home series with Alabama Huntsville, and then a road series at Ferris State being added to the men's schedule after Christmas. And those will be non-conference games.
Got it.
Even though they're WCHA opponents.
Yep. It's just a weird time we're in
right
now.
It's that COVID era.
Yep.
COVID hockey.
Yep. Battle here in the Beaver zone. A Shuga shot, gloved there by Dowie. Face-off coming up here in the Beaver zone with about a little over halfway to go in this third period as we're all tied up. And saw where this led us to last night or I guess yesterday afternoon, I should say, which led us into that shootout. Fleming here with it. Drops it off for Ellen Nelson. Bobick with it here now, down low. Passes it to Brian, leaves it back to Bobick. Shot. Save there by Dowie, I believe, and that shot will be blocked there.
It was Ellen Nelson with a couple of shots from the point there, not able to get it through. Boy, other than that one really good opportunity for the George early in this game, Brent, Mavericks have done a great job of bottling up the Bemidji State's most potent offensive weapon, I think, in this game.
Yep, I can totally agree with you there, Paul. As I think that's kind of been a main focus for them, is lock her up, as we've said many times that she does average a point a game versus the Mavericks. So I think that's just a big key here for the MSU team.
I guarantee you, when you game plan for this type of situation, when you face an opponent with a dominant offensive player like that, it's hammered into the players. You have to be aware who's on the ice at all times, especially this player right here. You have to be aware when she's on the ice, and I think you can see evidence of that here in this game. And I think the Mavericks have done a great job of matching lines here.
Yep. With
Bemidji State having that, been able to get the last player on the ice when you ever have a face-off.
Yeah, I see it as like a Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby kind of situation where you got to know when they're on the ice, because they're those elite talents that are going to make you pay if you aren't careful. Shot flipped on net here. Face-off coming up here just to the right of Barbaro.
NHL hasn't announced their schedule yet. We're still trying to figure out what they're doing. Have you noticed that NHL hasn't announced their schedule?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that,
yeah, I did notice that. I saw the tentative plan, at least right now, is to start on the 13th and have a 56-game season for them. But
have you actually seen any games?
Nope.
I haven't either. And I saw something today, like the Canadian government isn't all that fired up about having NHL games in Canada.
Yeah, I saw that they might make them play in the U.S. here.
Yeah, that's the latest thing. Nice save there.
Yeah, good save.
Good save by Dowie on Elker. Yeah. The Canadian division, in theory, sounds great. If all the Canadian teams were going to play, you stay in Canada and you just play amongst yourself in that cohort. But then the recent word is that the Canadians are not excited about that.
That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have the Canadian teams kind of be in one division.
And here's the deal: what difference does it make if they decide to have them all in the States?
Yep.
What difference if they're all in the same division or not? They might have to. So you wouldn't have. What I'm saying is, you don't have to all the Canadian teams in the same division anymore if they're going to be housed in the States. Housed in the States.
Yeah, it sounded like they were just like one final step away from kind of finalizing that.
All right. Well, you keep me posted.
January 13th.
You keep me posted, okay?
So.
Doesn't seem like that's all that far away. That's like
no, it's less than a month away, and they're supposed to start training camp here. I believe it was the non-playoff teams were going to start a couple days earlier. I think they were supposed to start like December 28th or something like that, and then all the other teams just report on January 1st. So
3-3 here in Mankato, Minnesota State and Bemidji State in WCHA women's hockey, and 7:24 to go. And also the World Junior Tournament.
Yep.
It's taking place up in Alberta.
Yeah, that should be interesting to watch.
All those teams have been arriving up there.
Yep.
I guess the Canadians have been up there already practicing, and then I think you go up there, you have to quarantine for a little bit before you can actually start doing stuff. So
14 days, 7 days maybe now?
Yeah, traditionally, I think that starts on Boxing Day, right? December 26th. Yeah.
You're the Beavers. Throw it into the Maverick zone. It's picked up by Bryant. She gets it to Bobick as it hit off Beaver defender there. Bobick with it now. Sends it over to Wemple. Wemple's shot just wide of the net. Budarak tries to keep it low there. Bryant just mishandles that one.
It's going to be an icing call.
Yep. Looks like we'll have an icing here on the Mavericks. So Face-off coming up here in the Maverick zone with 6:27 remaining here in the third period. With the score tied 3-3 with the Mavericks leading shots 25-14. And a good opportunity here for the Beavers. Myers, as she won the faceoff and had that puck kind of just right off the faceoff, and Barbara with a nice save there.
The C-forwards do. That's probably one of your favorite tricks. Is tap the puck through the opposing player's skates and then come around the other side and fire a shot right away. Good save by Barbara.
Shot blocked there by Nelson. Nelson moves it up to Langseth here, and no icing as it's played by Dowie. Budarak with it now. Budarak with the down low, tries to get it out front to Langseth, and it's knocked away there, and Nelson here has it now. Moves it up to Condis. Condis with the shot. Save there by Dowie. Nelson with it here. She throws it back to Condis. Condis back to Nelson. Was that intercepted by Campa. Langseth with it here now. Moves it back to the point. Wilgren now with it. Looking to get a shot. Nothing there. Throws it down into the zone. Picked up here by Langseth. Okers with it now. Moves it up to Wilgren. Wilgren back over to Condis. Condis, slap pass. Looks like she was trying to get that up to Okers. Couldn't quite get it. Okers with it now. Meshuga passes it back there to King. King back to Okers. She's tied up on the boards there by Myers. King to Okers. Okers moving up the sidewall. Wheeling around. Shot blocked out front, and the puck's loose, and that's a goal by the Mavericks. Meshuga scores to put the Mavericks up 4-3 here with 4:28 remaining, as there was a scramble in front of the net. And looks like that might have been Kelsey King that put that one home. Oh, nope, it was Meshuga. Excuse me.
Love that play coming across the slot area and taking that shot. Yeah. I think it was Elker. Was it Elkers that came across the middle of the slot?
I believe it was. Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
it was.
So Elkers, I love that play. You get the goalie moving, and you get her going side to side, and the Mavericks able to collect the loose puck down by the side of the net. Meshuga.
Yep, and
Meshuga,
it looks like,
right?
Yep. I think that was kind of an intentional pass by King too. She kind of just threw it over there just ever so slightly, and Meshuga puts that one home and gives the Mavericks the lead here with 4:23 remaining.
First career goal?
Yep, I believe so. Yep, so that'll be Meshuga's first career goal. That puts the Mavericks up by 1. So here comes the Beavers now into the Mavericks zone. Hunt throws that one over. Good save there by Barbaro.
That was a difficult save. The puck was along the ice and went through a couple pair of skates and passed a stick there and just touched ever so slightly. And you got to be careful as a goaltender not to overplay on those types of shots.
Let's see here if we can.
So 2 goals here in the third period have put Minnesota State up 4-3. The Mavericks were leading 1-0 after 1 and then gave up 3 second period goals as Bemidji State led 3-2 after 2 periods of play, but now it's a 4-3 Minnesota State lead.
Langseth throws that one in here for the Mavericks. Nelson tries to knock it away from Langy, but couldn't quite do that. Here comes to George. She's taking off the puck right away, and opportunity out front there that was knocked away. Hunt tried to get that to BB out front, and Mavericks were right there to defend that one. Beavers with it here. Hunt. Langy shot over the top of the net there. Langy with it now. First shot wide, tipped by DeGeorge, trying to get it closer to that net. Intercepted there by Langseth, and now DeGeorge back with it. Shot. That was a save there by Barbaro. Langy with it, trying to get a pass out front there. And Mavericks get it out of the zone there as the Beavers were. A lot of possession time there for the Beavers as they get it back into the Maverick zone here with 2:30 remaining. Meshuga here moves it over. King shot, that's blocked there by Kampa. We'll likely see Dowie coming out of the net here. I would think once the Beavers gain control and get back into the Maverick zone. Here comes Smith here for the Beavers. As you see Dowie coming out of the net and get it deep, and looks like they'll get a change quick before they send Dowie, and they'll get that top line back out there of George, BB, and Hunt. Worth with it now, and Dowie coming off the ice, so we'll have an extra attacker here for the Beavers as they look to tie it up here against the Mavericks. And shot, that's a good block there by Bobek. Little scrum in front of the net. Shot, that's blocked out front there. I believe that was Truex with the block, and here comes Bobek on the empty net. Shot just wide. And another opportunity there by Bryant. And Bobek tries a backhand opportunity, and that's stopped at the point and tries to get a shot, and Wemple just barely missed that one. And opportunity back here for the Beavers. Bobek now with it as she chips it off the glass, and Bryant sends it down the ice, and we'll have an icing here on the Mavericks with 49.5 remaining here in the third period, as the Mavericks had a couple of opportunities to put it in that empty net and just couldn't quite get it in there. So
see, I bet you the Mavericks call a timeout here.
Yep, try to get fresh legs possibly.
Timeout Bemidji State.
All right, timeout Bemidji.
4-3 the score here. 49.5 seconds left on the clock here in the third period. Minnesota State holding this one-goal lead. Minnesota State trying to find a way to win this game. It was a 2-2 overtime tie yesterday. Bemidji State got the extra point in WCHA play by winning the shootout. And it looked like we were sort of headed that way here as we got into the third period. Minnesota State trailing Bemidji State, and a power play goal by King for Minnesota State, tying it up at the 7:06 mark. And then 8 minutes later, Meshuga with her first career goal puts the Mavericks up by 1 goal. Mavericks trying to find a way to win this game. Mavericks with one win so far on the season, trying to find a way to get the second W.
Yeah, and a good back and forth game here, as we've seen many lead changes throughout the course of this period. As we said, the Mavericks led 1-0 after the first period, and then Bemidji leading 3-2 after that second period, and now the Mavericks leading 4-3 in this third. So as we see all our NHL players in attendance for this evening's game. Fans all on their feet, ready for this game.
So the face-off will be in the MSU defensive zone after that icing call. will be to Barbaro's right. Mavericks send out the production line.
Yep. With Truex and can't see exactly who that is on that far side.
I would imagine it's Wilgren.
Wilgren, yeah. While Beavers have their top line with Mosier and then Worth and
DeGeorge.
Lane G back there. Yep, so
Okay.
did George. And Wilgren with the shot down the ice, and that looks like that'll be in the net with Wilgren with a full ice goal there to put the Mavericks up 2 with 23.7 remaining here in the third period. Good shot down the ice by Wilgren as puts that one directly in the heart of the net there.
1936 empty net goal for Wilgren. She's had a good game.
Yep. A lot of responsibility trying to keep DeGeorge in check. So icing here on the Mavericks. Face-off coming here in the Mavericks zone. As Dowie will come out of the net here again. And
Budarak with the assist on that goal. So a 2-point game for Budarak with a goal and assist. Wilgren also with a goal and an assist in this game. A goal and 2 assists, I should say, for Wilgren.
save there by Barbaro. As this will be Barbaro's first career win.
A lot of firsts in this game.
Yep. So, and the Mavericks get their second win of the season. And Barbaro gets her first career win as a collegiate goaltender. So, Mavericks win here 5-3 with the shots being 29-18. And great exciting game here as the Mavericks take the series after that overtime tie yesterday with the shootout win by the Beavers. But Mavericks get the outright win here and take the series, and will jump the Beavers now in the standings for the WCHA. So
good win for Minnesota State. Thought they had really a good opportunity to win that game yesterday. Deserved a better fate with what happened, and then pick up a nice win today. Certainly deserving of getting the victory, and a lot of heroes in today's game. Starting with Barbaro back there, Wilgren, of course, Meshuga getting her first career goal, proves to be the game-winning goal. Here's some highlights from the third period. There's Olkers across the net,
and we will be back in a couple weeks here after the Christmas break, so we will see you back then.